My name is Melissa Crooms. I'm a wife, a mother, and a nurse. I've been married to Benji for 25 years. We have 3 children, Brennan, Peyton, and Ryan. We've attended Grace for 9 years, and we teach Kids Jam the second service of every month, the 9:30 service. I've been a nurse for 24 years. 19 of those years, I've been at Metter Elementary and Metter Middle School. This is my story. I was introduced to Jesus as a child. I lived in Daytona Beach, Florida with my parents and my sister Robin. I rode the church bus to the local church. My parents and my sister Robin did not attend, but they were very supportive of me. They made sure I was there on Sundays, special events, and every holiday. I feel that this period in my life was where the seed was planted and my relationship with Jesus began. In summers, I visited my family in Vidalia. I went to church with them. As a matter of fact, they made up the church. So at that time, it was also the seed was planted and watered. It reinforced my awareness that Jesus was real. I did not make my personal commitment at that time, but the knowledge was growing, and even then, God was working on me. I moved to Georgia to go to nursing school in 1996. I met and married Benji in 1997, and we started our family in 1999. There were certain people in our family and in our circle of friends that cared enough about us to invite us to church, but we did not immediately make that part of our routine. One day I was in the car and I was on the way to drop the kids off to daycare in Statesboro. That was my peace and quiet time to talk with God while the kids were in the back of the van watching TV. I can take you to the place where I heard a gentle voice speak to me directly. If you died today, where would you go? From that moment on, I spoke with Benji about it. We discussed it. We decided together that it was time for us to get serious about our relationship with God. We knew that it was really important to have a genuine relationship with Him and that we needed to model that before our children. Since we made that decision and I made it a personal commitment to Jesus, there have been many changes in me as a wife, as a mother, and as a friend. He showed me that I am worthy. For a while, I struggled with feeling inadequate because even though I did ride that church bus when I was a kid, I didn't see it modeled before me in my home. We all know that kids soak things up just like a sponge. I felt that I had really missed out on what it takes to be a good Christian because of that short time that I was exposed to church as a child. Another change that Christ has made in me is loving others. He's brought me to such an awareness that of other people and what they go through and just how blessed that I am. He has caused me to deeply care about their struggles, their need for guidance, and for love. He's moved my focus from myself, and He filled me with compassion for others who may not have experienced the same love and acceptance that I did in my home. My family may not have gone to church with me, but they always expressed an interest on what I had learned that day. And that I was a blessing that is a blessing that everyone doesn't experience. Because of Jesus, I believe in myself, and I feel that I can do what He has called me to do. Sometimes I may not feel that I'm capable, but I know that He's able. God has promised to never leave me or forsake me, and I can truly do all things through Christ that gives me strength. My faith is stronger because of my walk with Jesus. The hard times that I've gone through and I have watched my family go through, my heart always wants to fix everything. And sometimes that's just not possible. God repeatedly says to me, give it to me. That's not for you. That's not for you to handle. And he handles it for me. He does in such a way that he leaves me in awe of his goodness and his glory. The biggest change in me is my prayer life. I know that he knows what I need. When I go to him in prayer, in the good times and in the bad in my life, God seems to meet me right where I need it most. I have seen him move as a result in my life and in the lives of others. He always makes a way. No matter what the need is, God is always there. He's always up to something, and he's working everything for our good. I've learned that prayer time is more than just going to God with a list of things to do. The most powerful part is when I sit still in his presence and I allow him to speak to my heart and bring me the peace that I need to face all things that I'm going through. He knows about all of it. I know that prayer time is for us to become aware of just how big he is and to find the confidence to reach out to him. For me, I want others to believe in Jesus because my faith has shown me that he is real. He's been such a constant presence in my life, always working on me even when I was a child. I don't know how people get through things if they don't have God with them. I don't know how they get through a day without him. Everywhere around us, God's hand is visible. I see him working in my life and in those around me daily. I want others to know if they will reach out to him, he will hear their voice and he will respond. It may not always be what we want or what we want to hear or even what we expect, but his will is for our good. Thank you for allowing me this time to share my story. I hope that my story will provide hope and belief that God is real and he wants a relationship with you no matter where you are in your life. Thank you.